Hello, I'm Susan Specht Oram, author of the Millersville Thriller series, and it's race week here in Anacortes, Washington. And boaters have come from all around to participate in the races. There's a race every day. You can see the black sails are carbon fiber, and they cost much more, but they are more resilient. They don't rip as easily. They don't stretch out as quickly, so they last longer and you sail faster with them. It was quite a bit windier earlier today when my husband and I walked the dog down to the dog park. You can kind of see out there, might be a porpoise or a seal in the water, obviously. Yeah. And here comes a whale watcher. Sometimes the seals flap their flippers on the water surface, and I guess that's the way they signal to a mate. So I've heard. Doesn't look big enough to be a whale. We've had otters walk a block up the street to eat koi from the koi pond. Kind of a gray day, which is typical of the Pacific Northwest. We're 2.5 hours north of Seattle, near the San Juan Islands, Washington State. And the reason why I'm showing you these scenes and videos on my YouTube channel, and I hope you'll subscribe, is just to give you a sense of the setting, the atmospheric setting in my novels, because my novels are partly inspired by where I live. Fair number of sailboats out there. Some of them catching the wind and heeling over a bit. I'll try to get it close up a little more. The sound is from the wake that the whale watching boat created, the wave from their bow hitting the shore of Fidalgo Island. And there's a nice older boat, might be a Grand Banks powerboat, trawler style boat. We used to have a poor man's version of that. Not quite as long, not as fancy, but it sure got us places for 5 years. All up into Canada. Oops, got a little distracted there. That island in front of us, I believe is Huckleberry Island, the little one, where the sailboats are sailing around. And I went to a little cabin, an Airbnb on that island there, Buenos Island. And in my novel Shore Lodge, I have an island called Cedar Island, where the Shore Lodge Special Retreat Center is located. And so I have a fictionalized version of Buenos Island in the novel Shore Lodge. Anyway, I spent 3 nights and 4 long days working at a tiny little cabin there with a view of that Huckleberry Island, and just worked my butt off. Started at 6 in the morning, finished at 10:30 at night. But by the time I was finished with the rental and rode the tiny little 28-car ferry back to Fidalgo Island where we live, the book was largely finished being edited, so it was like this one huge fell swoop of an effort. Looks like we're going to get somebody going by pretty soon here. So I'll pan out. Race week is a big deal. Every night they have a party, they announce the winners, musicians play. So I believe there's a different winner each day. Okay, there's a fishing boat out there. Who knows what they might be fishing for lingcod this time of year. You have to have a permit for it. One time we were out on our boat and then the Fish and Wildlife flew over in a plane and called over the marine radio channel to a boater near us, hailing it by its boat name and said, "Do you have a permit for lingcod?" And we'll see who's going to win that race. The sailboat has the right of way, but it looks like they're not on a collision course. There's a nice tugboat in the background. But here coming up is a very odd watercraft. Let's see if you can see it in a minute. There we go. Some sort of scow, perhaps. I'm not sure what that vessel is. Maybe it's going, probably got some fuel at the fuel dock at Cap Santa Marina, making a run to an outer island that doesn't have ferry service. Or maybe it has ferry service and they just want to go on their own boat, do their own thing. But at the bow, it looks like you could put the bow down and offload groceries, forklift, whatever you want to take with you. Mount Baker in the background, behind Little Huckleberry Island. And that about wraps it up for race week on Fidalgo Island. And there's last look at a sailboat with carbon fiber sails. You can tell because they're darker. Thought I just saw a seal, so I was trying to wait for it to resurface. There. No, we didn't get to see much there, did we? Just in case there. We're barely seeing a flipper of the seal. Maybe it's an otter. Okay. Well, have a great day, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That will help me eventually get, I hope, 1,000 subscribers. And then I can monetize the channel for a stream of passive income and buy more dog treats. All right, you take care. Bye-bye.